Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the fourth day of our 5-day comprehensive G Suite training. I am Jade De Vera, and I will be your moderator for this afternoon. How's everyone? Sana ay nasa mabuting kalagayan po tayong lahat. Ayan, Sir Bien, siguro maganda kung alamin muna natin kung saan ang location ng mga viewers natin. Please comment where you are watching right now. Are you watching from Bulacan, Manila, Cebu, Davao, or abroad? Ayan, sige po, comment tayo. Good afternoon. Watching from Tandang Sora National High School QC, Miss Rachel Bermejo. Hi, ma'am. Watching from La Union, Miss Virginia Acas. From Muntinlupa, Miss Elizabeth Calupe. Good afternoon po. From Los Baños, Laguna, Miss Marilu Armia. Yan. Shout out po kay Miss Sabina Hara, watching from Nueva Ecija. Ayan, meron ba tayo? Wow, watching from Kuwait. Hi, Miss Irene Marcos. Grabe, international na tayo ah. Meron dito, good afternoon to everyone, especially to the beauties of Marcos High School, Manila. From Miss Adelina Diamante. Meron ba tayo from Mindanao? Ayun. Miss Annalyn Bajaw po ba ito? From Magallanes Elementary School, Davao City. Hello po, good afternoon. Watching from Catanduanes, Bicol Region, Miss Cheryl Presentacion. Watching from Benguet State University, Miss Alice. Watching from Gian, Eastern Samar, Miss Flor de Lis Palce. Okay, Agusan del Norte, Miss Hasmin Hamisola. Philippine School of Oman. Hello po, Miss Maria Teresita Ingles. Watching from Bangkok, Thailand, Mr. Jethro Bayangan. Ayan, so magandang hapon po sa lahat. Ito rin ang kagandahan ng webinars, wider yung reach. Kita naman natin may mga viewers tayo from all over the Philippines and even other countries. Okay, so just like on our second and third sessions, let's first have a recap of our last session. Comment your aha moments or your key takeaways from our session on Google Slides and Google Jamboard. Ayan, let us see po kung ano mga natutunan natin sa ating last session. Okay. Sino kaya ang una makakapag-share ng kanilang mga aha moments sa ating Google Slides and Google Jamboard session last Monday. Let us see. Hello, hello. From Aklan, Miss Sildy Villegas. From Isabela. Ayan, Mr. Danny Marcos. Jamboard is a neat whiteboard in digital format. Yes, I agree, sir. High-tech po, di ba? Miss Herminia Manalo, Google Slides made me learn how to come up with an interactive lesson. Yes, that's right po, Ma'am Manalo. Mr. Ariel Pactoranan, very informative po and helpful sa amin bilang guro. Ayan, thank you very much po. It's our pleasure po na makatulong po kami sa inyo pong mga profession as teachers. Mr. Daryl Ace Cornell, aha din yung masking ng pictures. Yes, I totally agree with you, Sir Daryl. Miss Arlene Espejo, aha moment is learning that we can insert sticky notes as well as videos on our Jamboard. Yes. Sino pa? Miss Evelyn Lontok, enjoyable mag-manipulate sa slide. O, di ba? For sure, matutuwa ang mga estudyante po natin sa darating na pasukan. Miss Milada Beatrix Ordiano, nakakuha ako ng tips sa maayos at tamang paggawa ng Google Slide, lalo na sa transition and animation. Yan, very good. And Mr. Renz Kimpo, aha, ang dami kong natutunan sa paggamit ng Google Jamboard and Google Slide. I'm done also with my output with images, videos, transitions, and animations. Wow, congratulations, sir! Tapos na si sir sa assignment. Oh, mayroong hashtag ni Sir Daryl Manlapas, hashtag gurong gustong matuto. Ayan. So yung mga nanonood po sa atin ngayon, yan yung mga hashtag gurong gustong matuto. So welcome po. So maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nagbahagi ng kanilang mga aha moments, mga natutunan from our day 3 session. So now, wag na nating patagalin pa po para sulit na sulit ang time natin. Let's begin our session on Google Keep, Google Task, Google Calendar, and Google Meet. Let us all welcome our resource person for today, Mr. Bien Basal. Sir Bien?
Hello. Yes, thank you, Ms. Jade. Good afternoon, everyone. Ayan. Wala ata akong camera. Wait lang, ha. Ayan. Meron na kaya. Good afternoon po sa lahat. Ayan. Okay, so this is day 4 and I'm very excited po ngayon kasi we're almost done with the 5 days G Suite training po natin. And I believe na nakaka-follow po kayo sa mga paggamit po ng ating Google applications natin. Okay, regardless if you're using a free Gmail or if you have a G Suite account, almost the same naman siya. Meron na sila siguro ilang kaibahan sa mga features, but basically, halos lahat ng mga apps na yon pwede niyo pong magamit. Okay? Ayan. So, for day 4, our goal is to my goal is to discuss about Google Keep, Google Task, Google Calendar, and Google Meet. Yan, yung ating video conferencing. Kailangan yung mga application na yun eh. Okay? Yan. So, ready na ba tayo? Yan. So, again just reminder lang po. I already gave you 3 different assignments. One is Google Docs po. Yung gumawa kayo ng parang simple 2-page magazine. Yung number 2 pong assignment natin is yung Google Sheets na meron po tayong mga formula na dinownload nyo po yung file, then kinabit nyo lang yung formula to practice. Third assignment po ninyo is yung Google Slide. 5 slides po yun. Okay? 5 slides po yun. Tapos doon po kayo gagawa ng inyo pong slide. So kayo pong bahala kung ano po yung gusto nyong topic. Okay? Basta po decent yung topic. Okay? Basta any topic po. Pwedeng food, pwedeng places, animals. It's up to you. Okay? To practice po yung Google Slide. Okay. Yan. Now, just a reminder lang po, tungkol po dito sa ating mga diniscuss. Okay, I discussed about Google Drive. Ayan. I discussed about Google Drive. And ito po yung ating description. Wait na po, mag-ano po ako ng screen. Okay. Second, we have Google Docs. Again, Google Docs is your web-based word processing software ng Google. Ayan. Okay. Hindi pala ako visible sa camera kasi naka-spotlight yung aking Google Meet. Okay. I-change ko lang yung aking Wait i-change ko lang yung aking settings para makita ninyo ako. Naka-ano pala ako. Sorry. Ayan. So, I hope visible na ako sa inyo ngayon. Sige, wait ko muna po mag-load. So, gumawa lang po ako ng list ng mga different Google application and make sure na binabasa niyo po yan if you have time kasi malay niyo lumabas sa quiz bigla yan. Tapos, isa yan sa mga tanong, no, na kailangan yung sagutin, yung mga yan. Okay, so again, our day 1, I discussed about Google Drive, yung ating cloud-based storage, and also Google Docs, yung kanyang word processing sa Google natin. Okay? Day 2, I discussed about Google Sheets, and we focus more on formula and functions po dito sa part na to. Okay? Next po natin yan is I discuss about Google Slides. Ito po yung ating ginawa nung Monday. Google Slides, presentation po siya, presentation application na gawa ni Google. So again, you can add interactive videos, images, yan. Okay? I also discuss about Google Jamboard. Yan, Jamboard. Ito yung ating interactive whiteboard. So we explored last meeting, Google Jamboard. We tried to add some annotations. We add some sticky notes para ma-try po natin. We also add images and we try to convert yung inyong Jamboard into a PDF file. Okay? Yan. Okay, wala pa rin ako sa camera. Wait lang po . Yan. Yan. So I hope kita na ako ngayon. Inayos ko na po siya. Okay? So again, for the fourth session natin, I will focus here using Google Calendar. So papaliwanag ko muna po ito. Google Calendar is a free web and mobile calendar and lets you keep track of your own events and share your calendars with others. Okay? Ang Google Calendar po is very handy. Maganda po siyang gamitin for organizing your schedule. Okay? If you're using Google application, you should maximize yung paggamit po ng Google Calendar kasi siya po yung mag-display sa inyo. It will show you your schedules of events, meetings, or class. Okay? If you're using Google Classroom, Google Calendar will show your class schedules po. Okay? Yeah. We have here Google Keep. Google Keep is a note-taking app which enables users to collect photos and notes, write down to-do lists, store voice recordings, and organize notes in detail. So, Google Keep naman po is a note-taking app. I love using Google Keep kasi mula pa po ata 2016, if I'm not mistaken, nung una ko siyang nagamit, or 2015, like ko na po siyang ginagamit to add notes ko po. Especially nung nasa class din ako sa during my nung nag-aaral po ako dati. Ginagamit ko po siya to store yung aking mga assignments, yung mga even pa pupunta po ako ng grocery or sa palengke, sa market. I use Google Keep to list down all yung mga kailangan kong bilhin, all the things that I need to buy, and all the like tasks na kailangan ko tapusin. Okay? We have here Google Meet. Google Meet is a video conferencing app. I think I need to zoom out po, no, para makita ninyo. Ako. Yan. Napuputol ata yung text ko. Okay? So Google Meet is a video conferencing app. It is the business-oriented version of Google Hangouts platform and is suitable for businesses of all sizes. Yeah. So ito po yung ating ginagamit sa video conferencing, Google Meet. May mga ilan akong bagay na I need to clarify later about Google Meet and I will explain that later. But the idea is for today, again, I will focus here sa first three na to. Actually, including Google Task, okay? Google Task, this one. Okay. Google Task. Google Task lets you create a to-do list within your desktop, Gmail, or Google Task app. Yeah. So, Google Task is almost similar with Google Keep. Meron lang silang ilang differences that I will discuss later. Okay? Yeah. So, I will begin with Google Keep. Google Keep muna po. Okay? I will start with Google Keep. Now, actually, I am using my new email. I'm not using my old email because my old email, my official email, it has a lot of notes in my Google Keep. And yung iba dun is confidential. That's why hindi ko siya pwedeng i-present dito sa class ko ngayon sa inyo. Okay? Yan. So, icon, again, for the icon of your, oops. Okay. Nag-reload lang po ako, no? Wait lang po. Okay. Okay. So again, icon for Google Keep is this one. Okay, yung merong parang light bulb icon. Okay, that is the Google Keep icon. Now, you can access Google Keep if you're in your Gmail or any Google application, Gmail or calendar, or if you're in your, like this one, Google Slide, you can actually access your Google Keep here sa right part natin. That is one of the ways on how you can open Google Keep. Again, Google Keep is a note application app. Later, you will see the power of Google Keep one by one. Okay? Now, that is Google Keep. And on top, oops, this one, that is your calendar. Calendar, Keep, and we have here Google Task. Okay? Yeah. So Google Keep and Google Task, again, they're almost similar in terms of we use them to list down tasks. The only they have some differences that later I will show you. Okay. Yeah. So if you click this Google Keep, this one sa right side natin, Keep. So I have no notes yet because I'm using my new email. I created a new email para wala pa siyang laman. Okay, so that it's empty. Now, another way to open your Google Keep is by opening a new tab. Okay, opening a new tab, and just simply type keep.google.com. Okay, that's one of the ways you can access Google Keep. Actually, I'm using Google Keep using my phone. Okay, and all information that I stored in my Google Keep sa desktop. It will automatically sync to your phone. Okay, so that's the advantage. Okay, so if I press enter, I will press enter key, and now I am inside Google Keep. This Google Keep interface. Google Keep interface is very simple. Okay, hindi naman siya ganun ka-complex. Oops. Okay, I think I need to reload my browser. Wait lang po, no? Wait lang. I need to reload my browser po. Parang meron pong ano sa kanya. May something. I need to reload. Yep, I think it's better now. Okay. Yeah. So I will now explain the interface of our Google Keep. First one here, we have the sidebar, or title first, title. Now, Google Keep, if you will compare this to other Google application like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, it doesn't have a file name. You don't need to type file name. Unlike Google Docs, you need to type the file name, and you need to locate or choose the directory where you want to save the file. But in the case of Google Keep, wala po siya nun. It doesn't have any ways for you to type a file name. Okay? So you only have here the Google Keep logo. We have here the search. Search will work later if we have notes here. But as of now, we don't have any notes, so I will leave the search. We have here your sidebar. Okay, it's almost similar with your Google Drive. We have here the notes. We have here the reminders category, notes category, reminders category, edit labels, archives, and the trash. Okay, very straightforward. Now, we have here take a note. So if you want to start creating your first note, you need to use this one. Okay, but later I will show you. And here, this window, I got it. This window will actually display, this section will display all of our created notes. Okay, so now we don't have any notes, so I will create first. To create your first note, all you have to do is click here. Now, we have different types of note. You see, we have here some note. You can create a basic note. You can create a note with a checkbox or list. You can create note with drawing, this one. And you can create a note with an attachment image. Okay? Yan. Ako po, in my case, I use Google Note to store my, for example, I have my Pag-ibig account number. Okay? I have my GSIS number. And I use some images to remind me of what data is in that note. Okay, I'm using some images also. Okay, so let's take a note. So first one, all you have to do is click here, and you have here your title. So for example, grocery. Okay, typing. Just type the first note, and here you can now start typing any note. I need to buy tomorrow. Okay, enter. So you can type anything. Okay. Another thing is you can actually convert later. So once done, once you finish typing your note, just click close. As simple as that. Close. And if you zoom out, notice here that we already have now our first note. Okay. Very simple. Okay. Again. To bring on Monday, for example, Monday, okay, list of things to prepare. Okay, click outside or click close, and you have now your second note. Okay, now, if you have existing note, what you can do is first you can pin. You can pin the note. If you enable pin note, it will automatically move on top for easy access. Okay, and you can also okay. So you have note here, pinned note. You can unpin, pin or unpin, and other things that you can set in your Google Keep. First one we have here color. Okay, so you can set the color of your note. Again, this is not sticky note. This is more personal note for you, not sticky note in your Jamboard. Okay, Jamboard sticky note, and this one is different. Okay, so you can select this one, assign color. Okay, same with this one. Assigning color is very handy because it will help you to categorize all the records in your Google Keep. Okay. You can also add image. Okay. So for example, I want to add image. I will click this one, and I think I don't have any image here, so I will just use the image of Google. This one, Habi main banner. Okay. Okay. So I have here image. Okay. So that's the advantage of using Google Keep. Okay. Again, all of your notes are automatically saved in your Google account, so no worry. Okay, no worry. So what else? You can archive. If you click archive, okay, it's like you delete the note, but all of the archive notes will be saved here. Okay, in your archive category. So if you will explore this archive, I will click this one, and you should see your note inside the archive. And what you can do is to unarchive. Okay. Yeah. So if you click this one, okay, then I will go back to my notes, and you should see again your note here. Okay. So that's how your notes work. Okay, or your Keep, Google Keep works. If I will click this More button, you can delete note. Okay. If you press delete note, okay, and if I will go to archive, no record. But if you will go to trash, all deleted uh, Google Keep, all deleted notes will be stored in your trash. Okay, so how safe is Google Keep? Again, we're using here Google Platform. Safe naman siya. It is relatively safe unless kung may iwan ninyo yung inyong account na open sa iba. Yan. For example, your phone. Okay, if someone knows your password and they try to open your phone and they navigate to your Google Keep, of course, they can see your record. Same with the desktop. If you log in using your credentials, using your account, and you leave the room without logging out, that's the problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So all notes that is deleted or inside the trash category, you can delete. Again, if you click delete forever, this will be deleted and you cannot restore. Okay, no way to restore this note. You can restore the note if you need. Okay, if you still need the note, you can restore. I will click restore, and again, it will return to your notes, current notes. Okay, very easy. Okay, so what else? There are some cases that you need to uh, assign a category for every note that you create, that you will create. For example, let's say uh, need to bring in the office. Okay, for example, this one, all items. Those. Okay, so let's say these two notes here, this and this is for office, for example. Okay, and this one, for example, this for home. Home. Yeah. Okay. Now you can organize your notes here by assigning a category or labels. Okay, so how to add labels? We have here the more option button, click, and we have here the add label. Add label, let's say this is for office. Okay, and I will click create. So we have here now label. So meaning this note is related to office. Okay, I can click this one, this second note. Click this one, add label. Okay, now if you want to use the same label similar to your first note, all you have to do is click this one. Okay, so you have now your the office label for your second note. And for the grocery list, I will click one more, add label. This time I will type home. Okay, and I will create a home label. Okay, yeah. So if we will observe here, we have office here, office. So basically these two are in the same category or same label. And we have here home. Okay, so another advantage of applying a label in your category, in your notes. Okay, if you try to search here, let's try. Oops. Okay, So if I click in the search box, notice that Google Keep shows some options that you want to that you can search. For example, I want to search all labels, all notes with office label. Okay, I can click this one and see Google Keep displays two of my notes that has office label. Okay, yeah. Yes, these notes are automatically saved in your Google uh, account. Okay, so no worries. Okay, no need to press Control S or no need to look for the save button. It will automatically save. Okay, and if you type, for example, home. So I have here the home. My note that is under the home label. Okay. Now, uh, all of my labels that I created will be automatically listed here on the right side. Okay. So if I will click, for example, this one, home, so it will filter again all the notes related to this home label. Clicking the office will display all notes that is related to office. Okay. If I will show you my personal account, personal Google account, you will see a lot of notes in my Google Keep. Okay, I use it every day. Okay, now you can actually modify these labels by simply clicking the edit labels here in the right side. We have here, if you want to create another label, you can type here, or you can delete labels, or you can retype or rename the label. Okay, office concern, home needs. Okay, clicking the done button will update your labels in your notes. Okay, okay. Again, your note will automatically save in your Google account, not in your Google Drive. Okay, yeah. So we also have here different ways on how to view your Google Keep. Now we are in the thumbnail or grid, so I can click this one to change to list view. So this is the list view. Okay, that's list view. If you click grid view, that is the grid view. Okay, very simple. Okay, how about creating note with list? This one, new list. Okay, so for example, uh, items to buy. Okay, oops, sorry. I will delete this one, delete note. Okay, so you can click this one, new list. Okay, and we have here now list item. But before, I will type first my title. Need to buy. For example, fish. Okay, here, for example, egg. Okay, for example, dairy products. Okay, now Google Keep can also detect your, for example, item that you want to buy. And see, I'm typing DAI, and it shows some option like dairy. Okay, so that's dairy. Okay, and also Google Keep. If this is your first time to use, you can. It shows you some tips on how to use the Google Keep application. Okay, so dairy. Let's say milk. Okay, milk. What else? Butter. Okay. See, it shows you some options here. Okay. Now, you can actually organize all the items here by simply dragging the items. Okay. And by simply click, hold, and drag, then you can arrange all the items in your Google Keep. Now, you can also drag it right to indent. So meaning all of these items are under this dairy category. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So no problem with these items now. Removing the item, all you have to do is click this X mark. Okay. Now, if you click outside again, and you have now your note, okay, stored in your Google Keep. I will add color. Let's say green. So if you're now in the market, you can now tick all the items that you bought, okay, and it will automatically add strike through line, okay, meaning you're done with these items, okay. So if you uncheck, it will display again the items, okay. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Yeah. You can also add note with drawing. Okay, this is also useful if you want to take down notes without typing. If you have like stylus, if your mobile device has a stylus pen, this one is handy. For example, I will click this one, new note with drawing. Okay, clicking that will open this like whiteboard or paper. This is not Jamboard. Okay, this is a drawing for Google Keep. Okay, so you can, for example, I can type number here 0917, then whatever number that you need to type. Okay, so you have options here for the pen, different option, pen color, pen sizes. Okay, so we have here highlighter. Okay, so you have options, and you can also change the background, dots, square, okay, or rules. I will use dots. Yeah. Okay, I can add here, for example, call meeting like this. Okay, yeah. Once done, you can click this arrow key. So again, you can explore some of the options here. You have clear page or erase. Okay, and so you can explore these options here. These are just pens and markers. Going back to the keep window, and you have now your uh, notes, handwritten notes. Okay, yeah. So I can type here, for example, client meeting. Yeah. Note, I can type here need to call. Okay, office needs. It's okay. I can add again color. So that's how you use Google Keep. Okay. So what else? So again, you can add list. You can add Google Keep with drawing, and you can create new note with image. Okay. This is what I am doing every time I meet a client or I meet, for example, other employees in other government agencies. Some of them they will give calling card. Okay, so for example, I can click this one, add new note, and so if you select this one, it will automatically open your Windows Explorer for you to be able to browse image. So let's say I have a scanned image or image that I taken using my mobile device. Okay, so this is just a generic. Okay, so this is, for example, Mr. I can add here Mr. John Doe contact information. Okay, take note. Uh, Client for, let's say, web design. As an example. Okay. So I have here now images that I that I've taken using my mobile device. I have here my written, handwritten notes using Google Keep. Okay. Now, another thing that I love in Google Keep is, for example, I want to email this person. Okay. This is jdo@website.com. I just created this. It's a generic or dummy record. Okay. Now, if I will open, for example, my email application, Gmail, then I will send an email to this person. Okay, I need to type this, of course, to my address to jdo@website.com, because this is a picture and I have no way to copy this. Copy. Okay, I cannot highlight. Copy. So I need to type. Same with the number. I need to type this manually and store this in my phone book. Now, if you're in Google Keep, if you remember my discussion about Google Docs, when you upload an image uh, with a good text quality, you can convert that into an editable text, correct? Remember? So it's similar with this, okay? You can click here, and we have option here to grab image text, okay? Grab image text, and if you click this one, it will extract all readable information in your image and it will store in your Google Keep. Okay, that's how you will use Google Keep. Okay, and so I have a lot of colleagues or friends that has calling card. I will take a picture first, all of the calling cards, then I will extract the information. So from here, I can now copy this, copy, and paste that to my email application like Gmail. Okay, so all readable information here, like the name, position, email, mobile number, address, and this logo here is now extracted here. Okay, yeah. But make sure that your image is high quality. Hindi dapat siya blurred, not blurred. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So you have here option if you want to remove that image. Okay? Removing this image. Okay? So done. You now remove the photo. Now, you can also do this. Okay? You have a written or a drawing notes in your Google Keep. Click this more option, and you can, let's say, you can this one. You can duplicate your Google Keep notes. Okay, you can still add another drawing. Yeah. Now, if I will try grab image text here, this one is a handwritten text. I will try. Okay, you see, as long as the image or the text is clear for Google to identify what character is this, it can extract the information. Okay? Yeah. And also you have here the time that you edited this note. Okay? Again, Google Keep or Google application is known for collaboration of your application. So we have here this plus icon. Yan. Me and my wife, actually, we always do this because we collaborate. For example, the things that we need to buy, the items that we need to list. Okay, so I will click this one and you can add collaborator. For example, I will add my first account, Glenn Basal. Okay. It's my dummy account. Actually, I'm not using this one. I just created this for the sake of this presentation. Okay. I will click save. Okay. And you see, you can see now your okay. So that's how you use Google Keep. Okay. So what else? I think refresh. This refresh is just to reload your Google Keep notes. Okay. Now, one thing. Let's say you will have a meeting, for example, meeting in office, for example. Okay. You can also use Google Keep for you to set, so you can add reminder. Okay. So if I will click this one, remind me. Okay. I can select later today. I can set tomorrow, next week, or I can set a pick date and time. Okay, so if I will click this pick date and time, okay, today is July 8th, yes. Let's say I want to change this to July 9. Let's say I have a meeting on July 9, maybe let's say 10 a.m. So you can type it here, 10 a.m. Or you can select custom if you want, it's the same. Okay, and you can add a notification daily, weekly, monthly. So it depends. It depends on the date. For example, if your meeting will be next month, you can set this alarm weekly or monthly. So since this is for tomorrow's meeting, okay, I can just select custom. Then one day. This is one day. Okay. So this is notification. It's up to you. You can use daily or weekly. Okay. So does not repeat. So click save. Okay. So after creating that note, I have here now my note with iClock icon, meaning this note has a scheduled date and time. Okay. Yeah. So if you go to notes, all of your notes, if you go here to the reminders, it will only show your note that has a date and time, scheduled date and time. Okay. Okay. Now, what's good with Google is all your application that you use and you apply date and time, that this will automatically sync to my Google Calendar. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, although I will discuss calendar later, I will show you again. This one is meeting about let's say cybersecurity. Okay. So if I will go to my Google Calendar, okay, Google Calendar. So to access your calendar, just type calendar. Oops. Calendar.google.com. This one. Okay. Press enter key. Again, Google Notes. Google Keep. I'm sorry. Google Keep is different to your Google Calendar. Calendar is for viewing all the list of your schedules. Google Keep is more of a note taking. Okay, so if you notice here, I have here meeting about cybersecurity. If I will go here to my Google Calendar, it is automatically recorded. Okay, recorded under the this color is reminder. Okay, that's how your Google Keep work. It will sync to your calendar for you to be able to monitor all your activities, all your schedules. This is very handy if you have a class. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, wag po hirapan yung quiz. Hindi pa kayo mahihirapan. Don't worry, our work is very, very easy. It's I think it's a 50 items. Na joke. joke. Joke lang po. Hindi siya 50 items. Kaunti lang po yun. Okay? I think it's 10 items only. I believe it's only 10 items. And it's very, very easy because it's a multiple choice. So don't worry. Don't worry about the quiz. Okay? Yan. What you need to worry or what you need to focus is how to use the application for you to be able to execute this once the class starts. Okay? Yun ang ating kailangan eh. We need to be equipped so that pag sa students natin, wala po tayong problem na i-execute to. Okay? Don't worry about the quiz. You can handle the quiz very easy. Okay? But of course, quiz is easy, but you need to submit. Again, for those who are first timer here in the Google Suite training, because I believe some of them just saw the announcement, I think, yesterday or the other day, they failed to watch the day 1 and day 2. You need to watch those video and you need to comply comply the requirements. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So I will continue. So again, that's how Google Keep works in if you want to use Google Keep. Okay. Yeah. So this one is just hamburger to hide and show the list here. Okay, so that's all. Nothing fancy with Google Keep. Okay, we have here the gear icon. If you want to enable your dark theme, okay, dark theme. So if you have problem with too much light color, disable dark theme. It's totally up to you. We have here some keyboard shortcuts that is helpful if you will read and experiment with these shortcuts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Later, I will explain the list of assignments that you need to submit. Yan. Quiz, that will be on the last day. I believe a quiz will be open like 5 days, I think. They will open the quiz for 5 days. Yan. Currently, we have 3 assignments now. Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Okay. So now, we're done. We're done with Google Keep. Okay. So that's all. That's all for Google Keep because Google Keep is note-taking application. Okay. Yeah. Now, another note-taking application, not actually note-taking, but more of a task-taking application is Google Task. Okay. If you're in the email, for example, here, I'm here in my email, inbox, for example, you can access your task here in the right side. Task, and you have here Google Meet. Okay. So if I will click this keep, okay, so it will display all of the notes that I created in my Google Keep. Okay, so it is synced to my calendar and it is also synced to my email. This is my email. Okay, new email. So from here, I can also create another note. For example, if I need to send an email to one of my colleagues and I need to remind myself of, for example, email Mr. Doe. Email, don't forget. I can click pin and done. Okay, so I add note here. If I will go back to my Google Keep and notes, you see, I have here the Google Keep created in my email. It is also synced here in my Google Keep application. Okay? Yeah. So you need to practice, and you need to feel comfortable using the Google Apps. Okay? Now, let's say I have here task. If you click task, see, it's loading. So new task, just click get started because this is a new email. Yan. We have here my task. as the main task that you can add some list, and you can add task here. So for example, bring exam booklet. Okay, you can add another task. We check students quiz. Okay, what else? Let's say record students drawing plate, drawing activity. Okay. The difference between Google Keep and Google Task, Google Keep, you can store images. Okay. For those who failed to follow about the syncing, no worries, because anything that you write in your Google Keep here will be automatically synced here. No worries, okay? If you type something here, it will automatically sync in your email here, okay? No worries. Okay, now, you can modify the task. You can edit the task here by simply clicking this pencil icon here, okay? You can sort by order or by date. Okay, so now we no date yet. Okay, sort by order. We also have here some keyboard shortcuts. Okay, and another thing is if you add a task, meeting with boss. Okay, I click this pencil icon to modify. I can also add date and time. Okay, meeting about branding, for example. I can add date and time again here. Meeting will be on the 10th of July, and time will be, for example, 10 a.m. Okay, so you can set repeat, okay, or don't repeat, it's okay. So, oops, 10 a.m. Okay. Click OK. Done. Going back here, see? So, you can only add text in your Google Task, while in your Google Keep, you can add images, you can add drawings, you can add some bullets, okay? So, if you're done with this task, okay, you can add check here. You see the animation? Okay. Now, again, anything that you created in your task, okay, in your task will be automatically synced. This is July 10. It will automatically sync to my Google Calendar. And notice the difference between the two when it comes to the icon. This hand, select hand icon. This is Google Keep, and this one is Google Notes. Google Task. Sorry, we don't have Google. Yeah, but this is. This is Google Task. Okay. Very handy. So again, you can still access your Google Keep here and Google Task here. Okay. So if I will click this one, I'm in my Google Calendar. You can still see my listed task here. Okay. So this and this. Okay. Yeah. Again, the difference between Keep, in terms of notes, they can type notes. It's okay. In terms of adding some items, both of them can add items. But the advantage of Google Keep is you can add images, JPEG images, or you can add handwritten drawings. Okay, and so it's up to you. In my case, I use Task related, if I want to list some tasks that is related to the email that I received. Okay, that's how I use Google Task. For example, okay, for example, this one. This is an invitation to edit. Okay, so for example, let's assume that this one is an office matter. Okay, oops. My boss, Mr. Ben Basal wants to invites me to edit this presentation. Okay, so I will click this one, then I will read everything first. Okay, then I will use Google Task. Okay, edit Mr. Ben Basal's example presentation example. Yeah. So what else? I can also presentation. Okay, add related images in slide 3, for example. What else? Choose some warm colors. Okay, so that's how I use Google Task. I list some task that is related to the email that I receive. Okay, and so I can actually copy this one, this presentation, and actually you can also create another task if you want. Create new list. And G Suite presentation. So this one, I just copy and paste it here. Okay. So if I will go to my task, I can actually organize this by simply changing the task category. So this for G Suite presentation. Okay. This one, I will move this to G Suite presentation again. Okay. And last is I will move this to G Suite presentation. Nice. Okay, so if I will click this one, G Suite presentation, so I have here now my task. Okay. Yes, you can use Google Keep offline. Yan. And once you have your internet connection, it will automatically sync to your Google account. Okay, so no worry. Okay. And by the way, if you click this edit, you can also add some subtask. Okay. Choose between the red and orange, and we can add some subtask about farm colors. Choose if red, change the font color. I'm adding subtask. Subtask of this choose warm color task. If I go back here, see, these are all my task list under this G Suite presentation. But here, under the new or choose warm colors, I have two subtasks. Okay, so this is totally up to you on how you will create your task. But in my case, again, I am creating a task related to the email that I received to my supervisor or to my colleagues, so that I will not miss. Okay, and I always add date and time, deadline. Okay, so that's that is Google Keep and Google Task. Okay, so again, kamusta po tayo? How are you guys? Still okay? Still with me? Day 4. This is day 4. And so again, I've discussed a lot. I've discussed different applications during our day 1 and day 2, day 3. Okay. Okay, so done with the Google Keep and Google Task. So we will now proceed to Google Calendar. Yeah. How's my audio? How's my audio? Yeah, I will pause for like 1 or 2 minutes. How's my audio? Yeah. Don't worry if you fail to follow my discussion today because, for example, if you're late or maybe because of poor internet connection, it's okay because this is recorded video. You can watch anytime. Okay. Okay, audio is good. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I will now proceed to Google Calendar. Yan. Okay. If you're not yet member of the Habi Web Tech group, please do so. Please join our Habi Web Tech group because I will upload this screenshot of this description of our Google Meet and Google applications description. Okay. Because maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of our Google application here description will appear in your quiz. Possible. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so next. So I will now proceed to Google Calendar. Again, Google Calendar is a free web and mobile calendar. So, okay, wait. So again, Google Calendar is a free web and mobile calendar that lets you keep track of your own events and share your calendars with others. Okay, so for this one, you can access your calendar again using your phone or sa inyo pong web browser. Now, to open your Google Calendar again, all you have to do is type this one, calendar.google.com. Okay, or you can, if you're in your email, you have this icon here. I will close this one. This one. Okay, so that is your Google Calendar. Okay, so once open, I will now explain first the interface of this Google Calendar. Again, same with your Google Keep. You don't need to type any file name. Yan. In your Google Calendar. So we have here this main menu or the burger icon where you can show and hide your left panel. We have here your calendar, this section. Okay. We have here text box if you want to search for your colleagues. Yan. Okay. We have here my calendars. Okay, so I'm using this email, Mr. Ben Basal. So this is my main calendar. And I have here some records of birthdays, reminders coming from Google Keep. So, and a task coming from Google Task. Okay. Yeah. I have here some other calendars. Yeah. These other calendars actually connected to Google Classroom. Okay, if I will discuss Google Classroom on Friday, you will see the linking of these calendars. So this example, ComSci first year and programming. Actually, I created a class in my Google Classroom, and those class are now synced in my calendar. Okay, I have here holidays in the Philippines. Okay, because by default, Google add this calendar for us to know the different holidays. Okay, so you can actually hide and show this one. Okay, now on the upper right portion here, we have the different views that you can use for your calendar. Okay, now we're in this week view. If you change this into day view, we have here Wednesday, July 8th, and we have here the time. So now I don't have any schedules. Okay, click this one, week. So it will change you to week view, which is actually the default of calendar every time you open Google Calendar. And we have here the month view for us to see all the available schedules. Okay. So I have here my meeting, Google Keep, and Google Task. Okay. I will go back to week, month. Okay. So what else? We have here option. You can change the density and color. You can print. Okay. You can delete the calendar. You can change the settings. Okay. So we have here language, time zone. Actually, for the settings, no need to modify this because Google knows your location already. Okay. Okay. Now, how to create an event in your calendar. Okay? Yan. So that is very important kasi, for example, nag-start na yung ating class. By the way, kailan po ang lumalabas na parang start ng class sa secondary and even sa tertiary level? Can you type? When will be the start of the secondary or tertiary class? Okay? August po ba? Actually, I'm not sure if it's August or August 24. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Sheila Dinglasan. Okay, so we still have like more than 1 month pa. Okay, for us to practice. Okay, yan. So after August 24, medyo busy na po ang mga teachers natin. Yan. Yung iba 17. Okay. Yan. So almost similar. Iba August 5, medyo earlier. Okay. Now, so since you're now familiar with the environment of your Google Calendar, you can now add your event. Okay. This is very important because you need to set the time, set the schedule of what event, and you can invite people. Okay. For example, if you create event or meeting, you can invite people also to attend. Okay. So we have 2 ways to create event. First one is by clicking this create button here, or by simply double clicking here in the days in this square area, this one. Okay, so for example, I want to add meeting on the 15th, for example. If I click just one click, notice it creates this first event, no title, and I need to add here my title. So for example, I will add meeting with Bien's parent. Okay, you can add this one. You can set as a reminder or task, but this is linked to your Google Keep. Okay, this will be linked to your Google Keep and Google Task. So we will use event for this one because we already have a sample for this task and reminder. Okay, you can add time if you want. So by default, Google assumes or calendar assumes that this is whole day. Okay, yan. So I will click add time here. So I can set the time. For example, our meeting will be 2 in the afternoon up to, let's say, 3:30, 1 hour and a half, July 15. Okay. Here, you can invite guests. Okay. For example, I want to invite Bian's parent. So I'll just click here and I will type, for example, it's a parent. Okay. Basal Ben is a teacher. I'm using this account now. And this, for example, is the parent. Okay. So we have here, you can hide and show if you want. Okay. You have here join with Google Meet. If you click this, you're now enabling the Google Meet for video conferencing. Okay. So if I will click this one, I'm using free. Since I'm using free version of Gmail, I have now here up to 100 participants. Now, just a clarification to all of us. Um, Before, in the free version of Google, if you're using Gmail, free Gmail account, we don't have Google Meet. What we have is Google Hangouts. Okay. Uh, but if I'm not mistaken, Google they open Google Meet even for Gmail users to address the needs uh, of the teachers or even in the offices, personal employees uh, during this pandemic. Okay, so if you're using Google Meet, especially if you're using the paid version, G Suite version, G Suite account, you can add up to 250 participants. But since I am using now a free Gmail account, I can add up to 100 participants. Okay. But in my case, I have no problem because I only have one person to meet, so this is enough. And this is the link that Google Meet created. So if I click this one, join with Google Meet. Okay, so it will open Google Meet. Okay, so later I will go back here. So Google Meet. So if I click save, this Ben Basal as the parent, for example, of this student, let's say, not Ben, I will use this to, let's say, John. Transparent, for example, this is the parent, Ben Basal. I will receive an invitation coming from Basal Bien inviting me for a meeting regarding John, and in that email, I can see this link, Google Meet link. Okay? Yan. Okay. I can also add location. You can add the address here. For example, school address if you want, it's okay. And you can also add some description here. Yan. Meeting agenda, for example, dance performance. Yan. Okay. Add location. For example, let's say Pasay. So you can select here. Okay, if you type, for example, Caloocan, it will show you options here. So you can select. Okay, this will enable Google Maps. Yeah. If I click send, it will send invitation to Bienbasan. Okay, if don't send, it will just save my event, but Bienbasal will not receive any notification. Maybe you want to call the parent personally, you can do that, or I don't know. But me, I always use this send one so that the parent will receive the invitation. I click send. Yeah. So I have now here meeting with John's parent. Okay, and that is, if you notice the color, it's light blue, meaning it is under Mr. Bien Basal calendar. I can actually click this one and change the color. For example, I will use orange. Okay, yeah, so that we can identify. Yeah. So this one is for that one. This one is dark blue, and this one is green. Okay, this one is not actually birthday. Okay, this one is holidays in the Philippines. It's just that my example here, they have the same color. Okay, so don't get confused. Yeah. Okay, again, in your Google Calendar, you can invite anyone, parent, student, colleagues in the office. All you have to do is include the email. Okay, so in my case, I'm just making an example about John's parent, meeting with John's parent, because my concern is more of the grade of the student. So if you want to create an invite, for example, I'm a teacher, I want to invite all my students, I want to meet them using Google Meet, or let's say all of the class officers, I can use this one, meeting with class officer. I will add another one. Okay, let's say I will set a meeting on the 17th. Okay, let's say meeting with class officer. Let's say second year, section A, class officers. So meeting, let's say our meeting will be on July 17, let's say 3 p.m. to 2 hours. I will add guest. So for example, guest is Bien Basal, and let's say Miss Jade. And guest. Okay. And so I have, let's say, these are my students, class officers, and I can add description here again, meeting about, let's say, class project. And if I will click save again, Ben Basal and Miss Jade as my students, they will receive notification. Save. Send. Okay. Now, if you want to modify, let's say, oops, may mali, I need to change, I need to update the settings. Just click the event. Okay. We have here option for going, yes, no, maybe. Of course, I am the one who created this, so it should be yes. Yeah. But of course, Bien Basal and Miss Jade, they can reply to in their email selecting no or maybe. Okay, so it's up to them. But if you want to modify this, you can go here, and we have this edit event. You can delete, of course, you can remove. You can email guest if you want, and we have options here to print. So you can print this event. You can duplicate this, change owner, and publish the event. So I can click first edit event. Okay. So after clicking the edit event, I am now here in the meeting with class officers, second year, section A, detailed information. Okay. Yeah. So again, I can change this date and time if I want. I can set this if it is all day, whole day. Okay. Yeah. So we have this find time. You can change the time if you want. Okay. I can set my notification here. Since this meeting will be on the 17th, I can add notification. Okay. So for example, I can add an email notification. Let's say 1 day email notification 1 day before the actual event. Okay. And I can also add another notification like uh, 30 minutes before the actual meeting. Okay. So today is July 8th. So if it's July 16, I will receive an email notification. Okay. If it's July 17 already, 2:30 p.m., I will receive another notification. But this time, it is a notification in my desktop or in my mobile device. This one is email. This one, this one is desktop PC, desktop or mobile. Okay. While this one is email. Okay. So, sir, how uh, do we need to change some settings in our desktop? You need to allow the notification in your desktop computer. Okay. Windows 10 will pop a message that calendar would like to access your uh, your browser. Yeah. So you need to enable. Same with your mobile device. Okay. And so once done, all you have to do is click save. Okay. Again, going back to my event, I will just click this one and click edit. Okay. Here, I can change my visibility, busy or free. Okay. So my students, they will see this in their email if I am busy or free, even in their calendar if they will sync. Okay. You can also attach some attachments here. You can add images or you can select file coming from your Google Drive. Okay, for example, you have doc file. This one is a document file. Click select. So I have an attachment here. Okay. Here in this side, we have the list of guests. These two. One is organizer, and we have here the guest students. We have here some permission for the guests. They can modify the event. They can invite others. They can see guest list. So if you don't want your students to modify the event, don't check this one. Do not enable. Same thing. If you don't want your students to invite others, do not enable this. And see guest list, do not enable. Okay. So click save, send. Yeah. So since I am now sharing one Google Doc file, some people need access to the file. Si Ben Basal and si Miss Jade sharing to people. I can set them as to view only, or to edit. So view or to comment if they need to comment. So in my case, I will just set view. Let's say that is the agenda of the meeting. I can set this to view and invite. Okay. Done. So my student will, I will try to open the email. Uh, okay, I will try to open my Gmail account so that you will see the wait, I'm trying to open my email. Loading. Okay. So this is now the example invitation that I received after I send the event. Okay. So updated invitation meeting with class officers 2A. Okay. And I have here the, since I disabled the guest list, visible guest list, I cannot see who are the person invited. And this is the Google Meet link. I can click this. If I'm the student, I can click this one so that I can join. Okay. And here is the document, the doc file. So I need to sign in. Okay. And I have here the agenda date. Okay. So I can click yes, maybe, or no. So if I will join, I'll just click yes. Done. Okay. Uh, Clicking this yes button is like you're acknowledging. Okay. You're acknowledging the event. Okay. So if I will go back, okay, I will remove this again. Okay. See, since Bien Basal already accepted the invitation and he selected yes, he will go to the meeting. Bien has now check mark here. Okay. Yeah. So that's how you use the Google Calendar. Okay. Yeah. So it's 3:30 now, 3:33 in my clock. I will give you like I think 10 minutes for you to have a break, stretch first, and I will continue discussing about Google Calendar and Google Meet. Okay? Yeah. So stretch first, break time 10 minutes. Timer starts now. Okay. Ayan. Nakabalik na po ako. So, our 10-minute break is done. Yan. So again, kamusta po tayo dyan? Lahat ng viewers, all viewers, how are you guys? Nakapag-break po ba tayo ng 10-minute natin? 10-minute break? Yan. Okay. Kabit lang kayo ng smiley. Okay pa ba kayo dyan? Mukhang wala na sila. Okay. Yan. So, thumbs up. Galing kay Ma'am Herminia Manalo. Yan. Okay pa daw. Okay pa. Nakapag-stretch. Yan. Okay, sige. Okay pa daw. Okay. So, thank you very much. I will continue now. Okay. Now, again, if you don't, again, I stopped in this part earlier where where Bien Basal accepted the invitation coming from Basal Bien, which is the organizer. And again, we have here this check icon. It's a sign that Bien Basal accepted the invitation or meeting. Okay. Now, you can, if you don't want to send invitation to your students, it's okay, no worries. If you have, like, for example, if you have like group chat, if you're using other platform as chat to communicate, for example, you're using other platform, you can actually copy this link, and you can send this to your student via chat. Okay, all they have to do is click this link. Once you send the link, they can click this link and they can ask to join. Okay, so this is the meeting ID. Now, every meeting ID that is created in Google Meet, all of them are unique. Okay. Yan. Okay. So, as much as possible, if you want to invite students or parents, my advice is they should have Google account. Okay, much better if you have Google account, because there are some limitations if they're using other platform. Okay, so again, let's add another. I will check this meeting with John's parent. Okay, I will click this one. Okay, then I will edit. Okay, so I will check. Then RSVP, more action. So you can print, delete, duplicate. Again, so we're done with this. Okay. Yan. So far, color coding. Yeah. So we're done with this event. Okay. Now, here in the lower left, in your sidebar here, other calendars, you can actually create another calendar to organize your schedule. Okay. So for example, if I will click this plus sign, okay, I can subscribe to other calendar. Okay. Or I can create. So if I click subscribe to calendar, I need to type here the email of the person that I want to see his or her calendar. Okay. Yeah. So if I click this one, Bien Basal, yan, you do not have access to bienbasal@gmail.com's calendar. If I click request access, now if Bien Basal accepted this request, me as the teacher, or as as teacher, I can see now the schedule of Mr. Bien Basal. So you need to seek permission first if you want to subscribe to other calendar. Okay? Yeah. you need to subscribe. You need to seek permission first. So if I will click this one, again, I will click. I will try to subscribe to my calendar. I will type here and Basel. Okay. So if I will request access, okay. Yeah. So I need to open my other calendar here. Wait. Okay. So this is the email that I received from Basal Bien. This is a teacher. I've been using Google Calendar to organize my schedule. Yan. So we have notes here. And this one, to accept this request, please visit this one. I need to click this link so that I will allow this person to view my calendar. Okay? Now, be very careful in sharing your calendar because you might have some, for example, confidential meetings, okay? And you don't want other people to see where you want to go or where you were going. So you need to uh, uh, be mindful before allowing this. So since it's my own account, I will click this one. Okay. No thanks. Share with specific people. Okay, so in Basal. Okay, so done. So I will check now. Mhm. Okay, so it is synced now. I'm using this Bien Basal account, my original account. You see, it's now synced. I have here this Bien Basal calendar, which is this one. I will open this side by side so that you can see. Okay. I will hit. So here, oops, I have now here this one. Yeah. 2 p.m. meeting and this one. Okay. I have here the 3 p.m. meeting and 3 p.m. But notice here, I don't have this 10 a.m. and this one because I don't have this event in my Bien Basal account. Okay, so I can now see this Basal Bien's account or Basal Bien's calendar. Okay. So I will move it here. Okay. So we're done now with the Google Calendar. Now, if you want to create your own calendar to organize, earlier what I did is I subscribe. Now this one, I can create my own calendar. For example, this is the calendar for, okay, again, how to create another calendar. Just click this plus sign and create new calendar. Example, this is your calendar for office matters, for example. Create calendar. So, and you should see this office matters calendar here. If you go back here, this one. Okay. So I can now organize all events, all my personal schedule here in my Ben Basel account, and I can organize all the Office Matter meetings and events here in the Office Matter account. So if I will add, for example, here, I will add one event for Office Matters. I will click this one. Then I can select it here, Office Matters. Okay. So it changed, the color is now changed. Event, meeting. About branding. Okay. I can set time, or it's a whole day, or let's say seminar. Seminar about branding. Okay. And I will click save. See? So using another calendar or creating another calendar will help you to organize your event. Okay. Yan. So we're done now with Google Calendar. So my advice is try to explore this. Try to explore your Google Keep and Google Task, and try to check if your schedule is syncing both in Google Keep, Google Task, and Google Calendar. Okay. Now, Google Meet. To open, if you want to open Google Meet without using Google Calendar, okay, so all you have to do is just simply type here meet.google.com. Okay, so this is the easiest way to open your Google Meet without going to your calendar first. Okay, so if I press enter, so this is now the interface. Okay, so we have here this is a web application, and we have here the start meeting. If you want to start a new meeting, just click this one. Or if you want to join, let's say you want to join an existing or ongoing meeting, all you have to do is enter the meeting code here. Okay, so again, you need to get the meeting code from the organizer. Okay. Okay, so you need to ask for the meeting code, and the meeting code is this one. Okay, this is the meeting code. So you can copy this. Okay, the organizer will send this to you, and you need to key in here the meeting code. Okay, so you don't have to include the dash. Okay, and all you have to do is click join. Yep. Okay, yeah. Now, if I want to start a new meeting and I want to have my own ID and I want to share that ID, meeting ID, I can just simply click this start meeting. Okay. So I will click start meeting. Okay. Joining. Okay. So before you join your meeting or existing meeting, okay, you need to check first your audio and your video. Of course, you don't want to enter a meeting room with your camera active. Okay, much better to mute first yourself and disable first the camera before joining. Okay, because you might distract the, for example, the speaker if there's an ongoing meeting. Okay, so much better to disable this first. Okay, so after disabling, you also have some options here. If you want to turn on captions, okay, we also have here settings. If you need to check which microphone or speaker you want to use. So this one is a little bit technical. Same with the video. If you have like 2 or 3 cameras in your desktop, you need to select which camera you want to use. Okay. Yeah. Camera is off because I'm currently using my camera now in this session. That's why camera is off here. Okay. So I can enable. Now, if I click join, I am now inside the Google Meet meeting, and I can now copy this and send this to my students. Okay, class, we will have a meeting. This is the Google Meet ID. So you can send this to the group chat and you can join. Okay. So actually, I'm using a free version. So, oops, wait. Yeah. Okay, so also you can check the meeting details here. This one. Okay. So you can copy this or copy joining info, and you can send this to the chat. Okay. Yeah. So as simple as that. You can also view attachments if there's other attachments. Yeah. Attachment, this is from the Google Calendar. If you attach, for example, Google Docs or Google Sheets, you will see those attachments here. Okay. So down here in your Google Meet, you can leave the meeting or enable your microphone and your camera. Okay. Boom. You can enable also this closed caption. Okay. You can enable this. So you will see text here if you're in the meeting. Okay. And the important part, if you're using Google Meet and if you are the teacher, is this one, the present now. Okay. This will allow you to share your screen. Okay. Much better to practice this. You can do this, for example, invite one of your colleagues, 1 or 2, then try to practice. This present now is one of the most important for us teachers because if you click this, you can share your screen. Okay? If you share your screen, meaning you're sharing the whole desktop or the whole screen, the whole size or the resolution of your monitor, the entire screen. If you click window, you can select which application you want to share. For example, you have Google Docs open, you have Google Sheets open. And so all you have to do is select. For example, I want to share, I will open one application here. For example, Docs, Google Docs. I have 2 monitors, okay? Let's say I want to present my Google Docs. So I will click a window, okay? And here, notice that I have my Zoom Live. I have my meeting, Google Meet here. And I have here my email, not that one, but this one. This one is my Google Docs, untitled document. So I can click that and I can now start sharing. Okay? Yeah. So I am now currently sharing because here I have my presentation and it's now displaying my Google document screen. Okay? Now, the people who can only view my presentation are those who are inside of this meeting. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm the only person here. So if I will invite someone or if someone will join this meeting, they can view my screen. Okay? That's what I'm doing right now in your in this streaming. That's why you can see my screen, my Google Calendar earlier, my Google Keep, because I am sharing my screen. Okay. So again, you have two options here. Now you can now stop presenting. If you're done, stop presenting. Done. Okay. So again, you have options here: entire screen, window, or a Chrome tab. Okay. So actually, I'm just using this or this. Yeah. So much better if you want to use this in your class, practice first. Try to invite one or two students and try to, or maybe your colleague, try to share your screen so that you will get familiarized first. Okay. And- Okay. So here in your Google Meet, you can also send chat. You can chat. This one is more of a global chat, meaning uh, you cannot send chat here privately. So it's more of a global. Anyone can view your chat. Okay. Yeah. So those are the options that you can use here. You can also modify the layout, change layout. Okay. So we have here spotlight. Yeah. So if you want to see this in live, okay, I will try to invite maybe one, two, or three. Okay. So for those to our all listeners, if you have your mobile, if you have your desktop or laptop, go to meet.google.com and please type this address so that everyone can see what will be the appearance. Okay, go to your Google Chrome and type this and try to join the meeting. Okay, so I will copy this and I will try to share this. Okay. So that's the link. So yeah, so okay, Mr. Roberto Guerrero. So if someone wants to join your meeting, it will prompt you if you want to deny or if you want to admit that person. Okay, if you deny, of course, that person cannot join. If you admit, okay, so Maria Cristobal, okay, okay. So that will be the appearance of your Google Meet. Okay, yan. Sir Robert, uh, yes, if you're using free version of Zoom, it's only 40 minutes. Yan. So I will admit, so it's a lot now. Wow. Yan. Dami. Okay. Yan. Yan. So, okay. There's one question here. How about if there's 100 students, paano makita lahat? Actually, in Google Meet, you cannot view all of your students. You need to use add-ons. You need to use a plug-in. You can use the plug-in Meet, not Meet, Google Grid. Where's that? You need to use this, where is that? Wait, Google Grid, this one. You need to enable this. You need to download this in Chrome. And this one, okay? You need to enable this grid. So I will refresh. Yeah. So if I enable this one, you see, if I enable this grid, enable grid, I can now view dami. Yan. Include yourself in the grid, enable grid view by default, highlight speakers. Okay. Ayan, so ang dami na pong sumasali. Wag po kayong magtatampo. Okay, but I need to stop this Google Meet now kasi baka magkaroon ng conflict sa ating streaming. Okay? Yan. Well, thank you very much for joining po sa ating sample po na Google Meet. At least you have now the idea kung ano po yung ano niya, itsura. Okay? So I will deny the entry now and I will now leave yung call. Okay? Yan. So I can now close this one. You can now you can now leave the meeting. Okay? Okay. And so that's how Google Meet works in your browser. How to record? There's one question, how to record Google Meet. Actually, if you're using the free version, wala siyang recording. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, recording is allowed in the Google Enterprise G Suite account. Yan. Okay? You can record the video using Google Enterprise or I think Business, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Yan. So, sir, paano po makikita yung screen ang nagpe-present? If you share your screen, automatically, you will, your viewers will see your screen. Okay? And like what I'm doing right now, I am sharing my screen. That's why you can view my calendar. Okay? Yan. If there's a case that you cannot open your camera in Google Meet, but if it's working with other application, maybe you just have a problem with this one. Better to check the settings here. Double check this one. You need to select the proper camera here. Okay? If you're using the paid version of G Suite, like the basic, G Suite Basic, you can invite up to 250 participants. Only in the paid version, you have the recording. Only in the paid version. For the Gmail free, you cannot record the meeting. Time limit for Ma'am Caroline Valdevia. In my experience, we use Google Meet like 3 hours or 4. We have no issue. I think there's no time limit for Google Meet. Okay. Yeah. Now, another thing that you need to check. If you're using a domain account, G Suite account, I think the one that DepEd gave you, there are some restrictions, especially if you want to invite some non-G Suite users. You need to seek permission first to the admin, the one who is maintaining your account, to enable the invitation for non-G Suite account. Okay. Yan. So if I'm not mistaken, this G-Meet, Google Meet, will available in our Gmail account, free account, until September or October only. And all of the free account will return to Google Hangouts. Actually, by default, we're using Google Hangouts, not Google Meet. For Google Hangouts, I believe you can invite up to 100 participants also. Yeah, for the restrictions, you need to seek permission first with the administrator or the account holder of your G Suite account. That's why I'm not demonstrating here G Suite account. Although they have almost the same features, I'm just explaining the differences because for sure I will be having problem on inviting people here. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. So again, I will go back to my slide. So I will present. Okay. So again, we're done with Google Drive. First day, we're done with this two. Okay. Day 2, we're done with this. Day 3, we're done with Google Slides and Jamboard. And now we're done with this and Google Task. Okay. This one. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry. On the next meeting, we will focus on using Google Classroom and Google Forms. Okay? Yeah. Now, I also want to give emphasis on this Google Chrome. These are not G Suite application, but these are useful application that you can use while creating your online material for the students. Okay? Google Chrome, we're using Google Chrome for internet browsing and Google searching. You can use, again, Google Scholar for looking for published articles, research, YouTube for video sharing, and you can also use Google Maps if you want to display some street view or panoramic view. Actually, difference between Hangouts and Meet. Hangouts is video and chat for desktop. The only difference of Google Meet is more business oriented and it can record video. Actually, we have three in Google. In your mobile, you have Google Duo. Yeah, you have Google Duo in your mobile device. Google Duo is chat and video call for mobile. Okay, yeah. Google Hangouts is chat and video for desktop. Okay, and Google Meet almost the same, but it's more business oriented. Okay, yeah. So these are the other useful application under Google, but these are not part of the Google application. Okay, ayan. So I think that's all for today. So before I move to Q&A, I will explain first the assignment. Okay, so this is very important and I want you to listen carefully with the assignments because I will be looking for this and you need to submit. Okay. For day 4 assignment, okay, I will correct this. Day 4. In your Google Keep, I want you to create two notes and I want you to add date and time. Okay? It's up to you. You can create, for example, I will go to the market today, this date and this time. I will go to the school. It's up to you. Whatever note you want to save in your Google Keep, as long you have the date and time. Okay. Google Task, oops, sorry. Same with Google Task. Same with Google Task. You need to create two tasks. It's up to you, whatever task, and you should have date and time. Okay. You need to create one event in your Google Calendar. only one event. For example, my mom's birthday, our anniversary, it's up to you, okay? And schedule that with Google Meet video conferencing. Only one, only one. Now, after you create all of this task, keep task and calendar, I want you to prepare a screenshot. Okay, so what you need to do is like this. I will show you. For Google Keep, if you created your Google Keep, you need to print screen. Okay, you need to print screen and open MS Paint. Paint. You need to open Paint, not MS Paint, but rather Paint in your Windows 10 application. Okay, and you need to paste here. Okay. If you created your task in your phone, screenshot, it's okay. If you're using mobile phone, it's okay. Now, you need to save this file using this file name. Your email, before we use the first name and last name, I will change that to your official email, the one that you are using to register for the evaluation and the quiz, okay? So you need, for example, in my case, bienbasal@gmail.com_keep, meaning that is the screenshot of my Google Keep. For the task, so same, you need to visit your task here, screenshot this, okay? You can screenshot this section and save, paste to Paint. You need to paste it here and save that as this one, _task. And last is the calendar. This calendar, I want to see if all of this event, the one that you created with the date and time, is sync in your calendar. If you don't have G Suite account, it's okay. Use the free Gmail account. Okay, it's the same. And if you're using mobile device, it's okay as long as you're familiar on how to use Google Keep, Google Task, and Google Calendar in your phone. It's okay. What I want to see is the syncing. I need to see the syncing of your dates and the events. Okay. So that will be the assignment for day 4. Okay. So that will be the assignment for day 4. Now, I want you to rename your existing assignments. You have these existing assignments. I want you to rename them. Rename. Okay. And the reason why we're doing this, because I don't want to have problem when it comes to the same name and same last name. That's why I'm using your email as your file name, so that all because all emails are unique. Okay, you can use snipping tool. It's okay as long as you can save the image. Okay, you can use any software where you can use to screenshot or to capture these assignments, keep, task, and calendar. Okay, and just all your assignment, keep them, because we will give you a procedure on how you will submit this on the last day. Okay. Yeah, I'm just using MS Paint to demonstrate, but if you have other tools like snipping tool or other tools, you can use them. Okay. The only goal is for you to save the image. Okay. Doesn't matter, JPEG format, PNG, it's okay. Now, I think I'm done explaining the assignment. So if you forgot something, you can go back to this video and watch again. Okay, so now I will leave the floor to Miss Jade. Miss Jade.
All right. Thank you, Sir Bien, for that another lecture na busog, lusog, siksik, liglig at umaapaw on Google Keep, Google Task, Google Calendar, and Google Meet. So ngayon po ay Q&A session. So first topic is on Google Keep. First question, is Google Keep the same as OneNote version of Microsoft?
Yes, it's similar, but I think OneNote is more similar to like MS Office, MS Word. Yeah, but for note taking, yeah, they're almost the similar. If your goal is to take down notes, yes.
Next question, are the notes we compose automatically being saved in our Google Drive?
Uh, in Google Keep, you are say the file will be saved in your Google account. Okay, not in Google Drive. Okay.
Third question, sir, is it possible to transfer a note from archive to newly created label?
Sorry again.
Is it possible to transfer a note from archive to newly created label?
You can copy the content and paste it. You can copy the existing content in the archive file and paste that. Create first a new note and paste the content. That's what you can do, or duplicate. Okay.
Okay, last question for Google Keep. Possible po ba na hindi available yung ibang option? Tinatry ko po siya sa mismong Keep app na installed sa phone.
There are some features na hindi visible sa phone and some are visible sa desktop. So much better to explore yung sa desktop then so that you can see the differences. Okay? Like for example, in Google Drive, one example, if you're using Google Drive in mobile phone, Google Drive in mobile phone, it has a scan photo feature, but in desktop version, wala. Okay, so they have some features available in mobile, but not in desktop, and vice versa. Okay.
On Google Calendar, first question. Hi sir, pwede po ba gamitin yung Google Keep, Google Task, and Google Calendar offline?
Yes, you can use Google Keep offline, all of them, but you need to wait for you to have internet before it will update, because the record will be only saved in your phone. If you're using your phone, okay, it will only save to your phone, but it will not update your actual Google account. You need to wait. You need to connect to the internet so that it will sync. Right?
Okay, next question. Automatic po bang madidelete na ang mga event na tapos na?
No. It will only show like faded text, malabo, faded text, but it will not remove to your calendar because you can actually repeat that event every year or every month. So you need to remove that manually. Okay.
Okay, last question for Google Calendar. Can we set the meeting set for the same day at different time slots? How will the calendar look like?
You can set two meetings, the same meeting with two different time slots. It will just create, I'll show you. For example, this one, you can actually create here. Let's say I will add 4:30 to 5:30. Okay. Let's say this is meet one. If you add another meeting here, oops, save. So you can add, for example, this is 5:30, 5:30 to 6:30. Let's say meet two. Or meet one. You can still use meet one, meeting one, two different time slots. Meet one and meet two. Yeah. 5:30, 6:30. This one is wait, I forgot to type the. This is custom. Wait. 5:30, so I need to remove this first. This is 5:30 to 6:30. So this should be 6:30 to 7:30. 6:30 to 7:30. Like that. Okay, so you can add the two events. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that, Sir Bien. On Google Meet, Sir, what if the invited guest replied no or maybe in the meeting invitation?
If the person answers no, let's say, let's check. Meeting with. Yeah. If the person answers maybe, this will be the symbol, question mark. Okay. If maybe. If the person answers, for example, I will update my to no. Okay. Oops, this one. If the person answers no, that will be the symbol, X mark. Okay. So if approved, if the person answers yes, you will have green check. If the person answers maybe, you will have question mark. If the person answers no, you will have an X mark. Okay. So, okay, yeah, that's it.
Next question. Good afternoon. Need po ba ng Gmail account to join a Google Meeting? Thank you.
Yes, it is recommended for you to have your Google account if you want to join a meeting. But if you're using other platform, you can still join, but there are some restrictions if you want to join a meeting. So, for example, if you're not using a Gmail account, you cannot use mobile app. If I'm not mistaken, what you can use is only the web application. So those are some issue. But much better, you should have your Gmail account because that platform is designed for Gmail or G Suite users. Okay.
Next question. Sir, pag nagpe-present po, need po ba naka-convert sa Google Forms, Sheets, or Docs? Kasi po may time na nag-present kami, yung national anthem, ayaw po. Downloaded file po.
Sorry, you're presenting national anthem. Is that a video or audio with video or audio only? Or you're displaying a text, lyrics? The question is not clear because you're saying that Google Form is for survey and quiz.
Siguro sir, yung question is, kasi meron pang another question dito. Audio po kasi nagiging problem ko pag nagpe-present po ng slide. Especially kapag po in-attach ko lang yung video or music sa slide presentation, hindi daw nagpe-play yung audio or video.
I'm not sure kung ano yung issue, pero if you uploaded that file in your Google Drive, dapat automatic magpe-play yun. Okay, pero my advice is, since we're using a web application, because this is not a desktop application, it's more of a web, much better to look for a music or video music in YouTube so that you will have no issues in terms of linking and streaming or displaying the video or audio. Ms. Jade?
Okay, next question. Sir, if may one monitor ka lang po, pwede ba na at the same time nakikita mo yung students habang nagpe-present ka?
Actually, in Google Meet, if you're presenting, you need to use the Google Grid. Okay? So what will happen is you can see all your students in your monitor and they can see your screen while you're presenting. But if you're only using Google Meet as a solo application, you cannot see all your students. You can see your screen, but you can only see like, I think 5 thumbnails. If you have like 15 students, you can only view like 5. And But if you're using Google Grid View, you can see all of them, and you can also see the thumbnail of the screen that you're presenting. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question po. Sir Bien, how will you see yourself while presenting? Maliit lang po ba talaga ang picture nyo sa upper right corner?
Yes, if I am presenting, because Google Meet will uh, display your screen. So what happened is you will only have your small thumbnail in the upper right in your Google Meet. Okay.
Last question, Sir Bien. Question, sir. Sa Zoom po kasi may breakout rooms na tinatawag and pwedeng i-group yung participants. Meron din po bang function ang Google Meet para magka-separate group within the ongoing meeting?
Sad to say, that is one of not actually huge disadvantage, pero there is no default breakout session for Google Meet. What you can do is to create 5 different meeting ID. Okay, so you have your first meeting ID like this one. Okay, I will explain to you. Okay. Oops, sorry, not this one. UNA. Okay. You can create your first meeting ID. Meeting ID 1, where all participants need to join. You will create your meeting breakout rooms number 1, meeting breakout rooms number 2, and meeting breakout rooms number 3. If you have like 15 students here or 15 participants, you need to gather all of them in this meeting, Google Meet ID 1, so that you can discuss everything to that 15 students. After that, you need to organize your students into groups, 3 groups, 5 students per 5 students per group, and this first group need to join this breakout session 1, breakout session 2, breakout session 3. Now, you as teacher, you can join in this meet. Actually, Google Meet, you can join like 2 or 3 or more meetings at the same time. But if you join meeting here and if you join meeting here, you join meeting here, make sure that you mute your microphone because it will create feedback. Okay, mute your microphone, and if you need to explain something in the group session or breakout session 1, unmute your microphone here, explain. If you're done, mute it again. Go to breakout session 2, unmute, explain. Then after that, mute your microphone again. Go to breakout session 3, unmute, explain, then mute again. So let's say after 1 hour of the breakout session, all of them need to return or go back to this main Google Meet so that you can meet all of them in the single room. Okay, so that's how Google Meet handles one of the ways you can do breakout sessions in Google Meet. But again, Google Meet, it has no default functionality for breakout rooms. Okay, Ms. Jane.
All right, thank you very much, Sir Bien, for answering the questions of our participants. Meron lang pong clarification no, regarding sa format ng outputs. Tama ba, sir, na day 1, PDF, day 2, MS Excel, day 3, Google Slides, and day 4, images?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So very So, klarong-klaro po, no? Ayan, pinaproject po ni Sir Bien yung file name naman na kailangan po nating gawin. Ayan, so email _keep or email _task, email _ calendar, And then yung previous assignments din po natin nung day 1, 2, and 3, ganun din po, email underscore docs, email underscore sheets, email underscore slides. And then, nandyan na rin po kung ano po yung mga formats ng mga isasabit po natin. So, pwede po natin itong screenshot, no, para meron po tayong reference. Yan, klaro po ba? All right. So thank you again, Sir Bien, for your time and for sharing your expertise with our viewers. So before we end our session, just a few announcements lang po para po sa gusto mapanood ulit ang video or para din sa mga first timer na ngayon lang po nag-join sa ating webinar, mapapanood po ninyo ang webinar replay sa aming FB page. So that's Habi Web Technologies. Please like and follow para po updated kayo sa aming announcements at upcoming webinars. So, after po nitong G Suite, magkakaroon din po kami ng webinar on Photoshop and webinar on creating interactive videos using MS PowerPoint. And then, meron pa po kami ilalabas pa po ng mga webinars na wala pa po sa FB page namin. So, abangan lang po natin yan. Available din po ang webinar replay sa aming website. Just visit www.habiwebtechnologies.com and click webinars at the top menu. So click the webinar code HWTGS002. No need to remember the code dahil nandyan din naman po ang webinar name. So click nyo po yan and you will see the links for the webinar video. Doon nyo rin po makikita ang link for the quiz na one take only. So kung napanood po natin ng webinar videos, kung nakinig po tayo ng mabuti, for sure ay maipapasa po natin yan. Dahil sabi naman po ni Sir Bian kanina ay madali lang po ito. And then, dyan nyo rin po isasubmit ang outputs and evaluation form starting July 10 until July 17. So again, meron po tayong 1 week para po mag-comply sa ating mga requirements. And ang certificate po ay magiging available on July 24. So sa mga tapos na po sa day 1 to 3 assignments, please keep them first. And sa July 10 po, sa start na i-open yung link kung saan nyo po yan isasubmit. So registration process, makikita nyo rin po ang registration process sa description box ng bawat YouTube video po ng Habi Web Technologies, or pwede rin naman po na pumunta kayo sa events section ng FB page ng Habi Web Technologies and read the event details. Yan. So after po niyan, catch up po tayo, panoorin natin ang replay videos na na-miss natin na sessions, and make sure na i-submit ang requirements within the deadline. So that would be all. Diyan po nagtatapos ang ating day 4. Thank you very much for joining us today. See you again on Friday, July 10. So that's our last day. Same time po at 2 p.m. God bless everyone and keep safe.